Talking of fall-offs, in quotation marks, why not? Mourinho is open to managing in Scotland. Mourinho, who is preparing to face Rangers in the last 16 of the Europa League, is attracted by the passion of Scottish football. He is content with life in Turkey, but did not rule out the prospect of taking over at Celtic Park or Ibrox one day when asked if working in Scotland would still interest him. Holy mother of fall-off.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? Like, you go from managing Champions League winning teams to what feels like about 3 years to managing in Turkey and Scotland.
Yeah,
that is a monumental fall off.
Yeah, true. But, I don't know, the heritage of Celtic and Rangers, like, they are... I know it's not the last 10, 15, 20 years, but, it's a heritage club.
Yeah, but why then don't they attract the big managers now? Why do they just attract either unknowns or washed managers?
I don't know. It's a weird one.
I think
nice to see him in the league, though. I think that the Scottish fans actually would take to him quite well, even though stark contrast.
Yeah, they'd take to the
like
shithousery.
Yeah, they'd love it. They'd fucking love it.
But like, is it as impactful if it's just from the Scottish League? Like, is he really going to hold his hand to his ear against St Mirren?
I think he would.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but does it have the same impact as him doing it at Porto? To like, it's just not quite the same, is it? It's a bit sad, really.
If it was with the Glasgow Derby, if it was that, then yeah.
I get that, but
yeah, no,
like,
right.
yeah, away at Kilmarnock against some Scottish farmers, and he's just like, I am special. No, okay. But no, I just think with Mourinho, it's just, that's what happens when people work you out. Because he only had one way of playing football, which was park the bus and then try and nick a chance. Yeah. And obviously it worked for a little while. And now I just think people know exactly how to break that down and get round it, and he's too stubborn to try and find a different way to play. Yeah. Not that you should rest on your laurels. I mean, this is the conversation that a lot of people are having about Ruben Amorim at the minute, that he should change his system because it clearly doesn't work. Indeed. But I disagree. I think he doesn't have the players that suit it in Amorim's case. But I think, yeah, you do run the risk of people being able to break it down. It was the same as Barcelona. Barcelona fell off when people worked out how to stop the old tiki-taka stuff, and now they don't do it. It happens to everyone at some point. And yeah, I think Mourinho was very good at what he did, but it always had a sell-by date if you're not willing to adapt.
Is he at Galatasaray?
Fenerbahce, isn't it?
Oh,
I think it's Fenerbahce.
No, it must be. Yo, Dzeko players. Fred. Great. Fucking hell, lucky Mourinho.
I liked Fred.
He's a good player, but United bought him from, what was it, Shakhtar?
Shakhtar for £52 million.
And he was a cam/centre forward, and then he gets dropped into CDM.
Yeah. It was like half our midfielders used to be strikers. Scott McTominay was a striker as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. He's a good little player. He's lit up Napoli, isn't he? Yeah. He's never done anything major in big games. Like, he has scored a goal, but... Yeah.
Well, this is something I was going to talk about, but it's a bit wishy-washy because I don't have any like evidence or stats to pull from. But people keep saying to me that, look, Man United must be the problem. Look how good Scott McTominay's playing. Look how good Rashford's playing. Look, I don't think that's necessarily on United.
It's on the individual.
Yeah.
For effort levels, it's on the individual.
I think the pressure and the prestige and just the scrutiny you get at Man United, it buckles players.
Yeah.
And managers. There's managers that can't... I mean, look at Ralph Rangnick. He was in and out the door. He was supposed to stay and then go upstairs and be like a technical director and stuff like that, and he left within months. And there's a lot of players that just can't hack it. I mean, look at Falcao, for example. Came as one of the most prolific strikers in the world, and he looked washed.
Yeah.
And they just, I think a lot of people don't sort of... I mean, you can even see it with people like Ruben Amorim. I know I keep bringing it back to him, but he's in the news a lot at the minute, and he's getting ripped to shreds in the media because he's honest. Whereas a lot of managers will just give politics answers where they won't actually answer the question.
Yeah.
But he's being honest, and he's getting ripped a new one for it. But I think fair play to him, because those questions are going to get boring eventually.
Oh, of course.
And I think that if he answers every question, they can't keep badgering him, even though they'll try.
Oh, yeah.
But
it's their job.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to keep bothering him until he leaves, basically.
Like, how long would that Rashford thing, where Rashford wasn't playing, how long would they have asked if he hadn't just said if he trains well, he'll play? Like, they would have kept on and on and on and on about it until the fucking cows come home. But because he just went, he's not training well, he's not playing.
Yeah.
That sort of shuts that door. They can try and ask questions, probing questions, but realistically, he's giving you the only answer there is. So, I rate it.
Yeah, I like honesty. Much better.